Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And today, the episode is all about spilling the tea. And so, you know, I don't usually spill tea, I usually just tell you everything that's going on in my life. And, but I haven't been here for a while. And so I just wanted to get on here and let you know I'm still among the living and I'm here and I am recovering. We'll talk about that. And it's just, like a one day at a time kind of a thing that's going on around here. And let me do this. There we go. I moved my little Carl. Here's Carl right here. I moved my little Carl so that he can like look down at me and go, hello. So he's here staring at me. And so before I get into saying good morning to everyone, let me see. Let me turn on this so I can warm up my coffee or keep it hot, I should say. So I don't have tea today. We're going to spill some tea, but this morning I'm drinking coffee. Coffee with a little bit of half and half. I did add that back. Isn't that funny? You probably don't know. Um, after, so let's start from the beginning, okay? I've been gone for a little while, and very sporadic for a little bit, and then just gone, right? And so where I have been, we've had quite a few things going on. We had a wedding in April, at the end of April, and excuse me, before the wedding, there was a lot of activity, a lot of things happening, a lot of things to do. If you've ever planned a wedding before, you know. Let me pull this in just a little bit. There we go. I want to be able to see my little my little guy, my little Carl. So yeah, there was a lot going on, and I was also mentally preparing for a surgery. I had to have surgery, and it was, full disclosure, it was a complete hysterectomy. There was talk that there might be cancer, so I kind of just went a little quiet. Okay. Had the surgery, no cancer. Thank you, Lord. And so no cancer. And what a relief for everyone who's going through cancer. Um, my heart goes out to you. So, not knowing if it's cancer or not was enough. You know, I was pretty much ready to, um, excuse me, deal with whatever happened, whatever was going to happen. That's what happens. You just have to prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically for what you might have to be going through, right? Thankfully, there was no cancer, but I did have a full hysterectomy, so I've been recovering, and I've been in recovery mode for a couple weeks now. So, and I've just really taken it easy on myself. Um, it's Oh, sorry. Oh, I keep eating. It's been a little bit of a challenge. My surgery wasn't as bad as some people's surgery, but it was worse than other people's surgery. You can't really compare yourself to other people, right? You can only decide what you're experiencing. And so, yeah, that's what's been happening. This was my first surgery, really. It wasn't the first time I'd gone under anesthesia, but it was my first surgery where, they did the cut and all of that. It was robotic, so that was good. But still, 5 1-inch slices through your abdomen. That's still a 5-inch incision if you think of it that way. But it's it's good. Everything is going the way it's supposed to go. Oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm still in recovery mode. So I'm still like trying to, like, my body is just trying to, when your body is healing, it just seems like all your energy goes to that healing and you don't have energy for so many other things. And I didn't have energy before the surgery started, before I even had the surgery. So uh, it's been fun. It's been fun. And so anyway, that's where I've been. I am hoping, I'm so sorry. I'm hoping to be able to, continue this recovery trend and continue getting better. I have, my follow-up doctor appointment isn't until the 9th because my doctor's on vacation. So, and that's okay. I don't begrudge that. Mm. But it just, it delays me knowing things. Now I did have a regular doctor appointment and for my what do you call that? Your primary care doctor. And so she did look at the incisions and she said I look good and everything is good. So so that's good. Um but yeah, that is where I've been. That's what's been going on. And not really a whole lot more than that. Just really resting and recovering and sleeping a lot, sleeping a lot. But I think that's part of the recovery process, right? Yeah. I have to stop yawning. I don't know why I started yawning. Anyway, let me get another drink of coffee and then let's go see who's here. Let me see who's here. Say hello if you are here. Good morning, Catherine. Good morning. Catherine's in her car for 20 minutes and then she has to go into work. So, good morning, Catherine. I'm so glad that you're here. Good morning, Naomi. I'm so glad that you're here. And good morning, Alice. I'm so glad that you're here. And Carrie, good morning to you. I'm so glad that you're here. And Lana Nana Banana Crochet. Oh my goodness, I love your name. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Amazing. Hey, listen, I gotta get something to put underneath this because I need to raise my laptop just one more time. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Go up just a little bit higher. Oh, there you go. That's a little bit better anyway, right? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Good. Good. Good morning to you. Lana Nana Banana Crochet. Of course, it's Lana Nana Banana Crochet, right? Lana Nana Banana. I love that name. Oh my goodness. That is so fun. Good morning to you. Good morning, Wendy Bell. Good morning. She is listening and driving. Woo woo. Yay. And let's see who else am I here. Hey, Nisi, good morning to you. I'm so glad that you're here. So guess what? When I'm reading these comments, I'm not seeing I'm not seeing very well because I have another surgery that I'm gonna have to have too. I forgot about that. When I'm spilling the tea, I need to tell you I have cataracts in both eyes. My right eye is the worst. And boy, can I tell. I mean, I went in saying, I think I have a cataract in this eye because I could tell. The eye doctor said, the eye surgeon said that I have one in this eye as well. It's not as bad, but he knew, I told him about the surgery that I was having. And so he set me an appointment for July and he said, let's just go with the July because I wasn't sure, right? I really didn't know. They had said the C word cancer and I wasn't sure if he even said, he could possibly have to take out lymph nodes from around like your diaphragm and around, that area. He was saying there were 5 lymph nodes that he might have to take out if they found cancer. And then who knows what happens after that, right? So thankfully, no cancer. So no lymph nodes had to be removed. No chemo, no radiation. He threw out all those words, right? So with my eye doctor, I was like, I can't schedule a cataract surgery until I see what's going on here. So in July, I go back, and then he knows that this one needs scheduling. And then he's going to reevaluate my left one and see how fast it is progressing. Because he said I have a fast progressing cataract in this eye. So he's thinking that it's probably the same in this one. And so if so, then I'll have to schedule 2 more surgeries, one for each eye. And usually they do those about like 3 weeks apart or something like that. So anyway, yay. So Nisa, you're on your way to work, and it's good to see you too. I'm so glad that you're here. And let's see who else is here. And dun, 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 dun. All right. So everybody's just saying hello to one another, and I'm so glad to see you. It's so wonderful to see you. So in my recovery mode, I have tried. It's so funny because, I try to do things. I try to stay up and stay active, but it's like I do one thing and then I have to go lay down again. I have to and I go to sleep. So I don't know, but I've really tried to be active. So in the meantime, when I went to my doctor appointment, my regular family doctor, my primary care, my sweet sister-in-law Tanya and my husband, they both took me, and yeah, that's right. A busy surgery year for me. That is right. Definitely, Alice. So anyway, so they drove me to the doctor appointment. Doctor appointment went well. She said, everything looked good. We talked about other things and, and stuff. And so anyway, trying to get my health back in order. And it's been a minute, And so anyway, on the way home, I said, I'm really tired. But let's go over to Royal King. I'm going to sit in the car and you two go in. My dogs love to eat pig's ears. My dog. I only have one right now. And actually it's Mom's dog. And she loves pig's ears. It's a delicacy. It's a treat for her. So I said, go on in and, get a couple packs of those. And because they give them for free, but you can only get so many. And so we've resorted to buying some, right? And I said, go see if the chicks are there. We haven't been able to find chicks, right? No chicks. And so anyway, yeah, they had chicks. And my sister-in-law started bombarding me with photos of these cute little chickies. They must have just gotten in a shipment because they had thousands of chicks there. And my husband calls me and he's like, you need to come in and see these chicks. And I was like, I was 1 week out from surgery. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. He's like, I'll come out and help you. So he came out and we were parked fairly close. So he came out. I had a cart to lean on and push behind, a buggy. And so I went in and saw the chickies and immediately fell in love. And so, yeah, we came home with chickies that day, chicks. And so we came home with 24 little peepers, little chicks, and all different kinds. once I got home, I looked at the different photos that my sister-in-law had sent me, and I counted up the different breeds that I had gotten. I had gotten 12 different breeds. And some of them I only got 2 of, some of them I got 3 of. And so yeah, it was really, really great. So far, we've had really good luck. We've lost one, which, you know, it happens. It just happens. You you try to prevent it. You do your best, but sometimes one just doesn't make it. And this little one, was one that got trampled by the other chickies, um, and so she didn't make it. I rescued her from underneath, and I sang to her and rocked her and got her all settled and everything. She was rattled, I could tell. I put her in a little box by herself and gave her water, and she had food and everything. And then once she seemed like she was okay, I put her back in with the rest, um, of the flock. But then the next day she was gone. So anyway, we did what we could to save her. Um, I'm sad. She was a beauty. They're all beauties in my eyes. So anyway, yeah, we got chicks. Now, if you want to see a video, a little short little video of the chicks, the like the first day or the second day that we had them, on my Cedarcroft channel, um, there is a little video. And so, yeah, that is that is the thing. And so you can see, you can watch the video and see what's going on and everything. So anyway, I have tried to crochet and I've started crocheting. Um, but when I got home, the wedding was over. I didn't have to do any more of the keychains, the sunflower keychains. So I was kind of lost, right? I was kind of lost. I was like, what am I going to do? I don't know. And so um, once the surgery was over, I just kept thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I was kind of spinning and just not knowing what kind of energy I could put out. And so anyway, I I saw in the chicken coop, we have a mesh netting that has very, very tiny little holes, very tiny. So like no raccoon can stick their paw through there and grab a chicken or anything like that. It's just right at the roof line so that we can have some airflow, because you have to have airflow in a chicken coop. And so, like we do have some windows and there's some doors that can be open and everything, but really that's just for just standard airflow. Well, wasps have been coming in. And so I know I had made a wasp nest, a crocheted wasp nest for my sister-in-law's cabin, and it kept the wasps away. Um, oh, here it is right here. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to have to do, ooh, I think I'm pulling it. I don't want to pull it. I don't want to pull anything out. So I was like, I'm going to have to do a wasp nest for the chicken coop, because I, I have to keep those wasps from going in the chicken coop. I don't want to get stung. I don't want anybody else to get stung. And they were coming in and building like two chicken coops. I mean, two chicken coops, two wasp nests. Two chicken coops. That's so funny. Two wasp nests at a time. And I'm like, what are you doing, you crazy, crazy things? And so, what in the world? Okay, there we go. So I started crocheting a wasp nest, and this is what it looks like right now. And as you can see, it kind of looks like a hat, like, right? Like, boop, like this, right? Kind of looks like a hat. Well, I'm starting to come in with it. I'm starting to pull in a little bit, and I was lazy. I did double crochet on this one because I didn't want to do so many rows. And I fill it with plastic bags. Like I take one Walmart bag or whatever, store bag, and I put all these bags inside, and then I, tie it up and then put it in here. If I'm going to have it up outside, I put the bag in upside down so that no water leaks into, where I tied it. So it just tries to keep it as waterproof as possible. So now I have to start going up like this, and then I'll stuff it with the plastic bags, and then I'll hang it. And this will mimic a wasp nest, and it will be larger than the wasp nest that they're building. Obviously, they have to start out small, but when they see it, they do not want to infringe on another territory because they're not interested in a war, with another family or group or whatever you call them of wasps. So in my experience, it keeps the wasps away. In my experience, I hope it works for you as well. So I made one for the inside, and I need to make one for the outside because I want to have one for the outside of the chicken coop so that the wasps are like, okay, let's stay away from that. We see this large wasp nest, let's not go in there. But then I want one inside also. So if they do make it in there, they're like, oh, wait, we really don't want to be in here. So, because I don't want to get stung. I do not want to get stung. And I just want them to go away. I'm not interested in, pew-pewing them. I'm not interested in getting rid of them that way. I'm just interested in making them go away, And so anyway, that is what I've been working on. And I don't have much more to go. I have started decreasing a little bit. And so I'm just going to keep decreasing, and then I'm going to stuff, and then I'm going to seal it up and hang it. I have another one that I had made for here. I still have to hang that one, but it's made. So yeah, so I have one more to make, and maybe two more because I think I might want one for the veranda and one for the porch. So we have like two sitting areas, And so that's what I'm doing there. And I'm just using a 5.0 millimeter hook, an H, and I just started out making a standard circle, just a standard circle. And then when I felt like it was big enough, then I just started going straight around. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So the next thing that I've been thinking about doing is, because it's mindless and it's easy, is a double-sided pot holder. So, oh, thank you. Do I have a pattern, Catherine? I do not have a pattern, but I will write something out for you if you want. If you know how to make a circle, I can tell you. Oh, I'll write something out for you. Don't worry about it. I will do that today. It is so easy that really, and I do stuff it. Yeah, I do stuff it with Walmart bags, or any plastic bag. Now, I know you guys don't have plastic bags. In Canada, I know that you don't have plastic bags. I wonder what else you could stuff it. Oh, Allie. Hi, Allie. Hi, Allie. Good to see you. And, well, I'm not seeing you, but good to say hi to you. I'm glad that you're here. And do you have something that would be an equivalent of like a plastic bag? The only reason that I used a plastic bag is because then I can put it outside. And now, obviously, this is going to be in the weather, and I'm using cotton yarn. This is going to be in the weather, but it's cotton yarn, and it will dry, It'll dry in the sun, it'll dry with the wind, and I'm not worried about it. You saw someone fill it with polyfill, and see, that would work too, but my concern would be it would stay wet. And if it stayed wet, it might mold. It might attract something else that wants the wet. That was my only, oh, okay. You can buy plastic bags in the dollar store. Okay. Okay, Alice, or kitchen plastic bags. Okay. Good. Good deal. Okay. So that's why I did plastic bags. And then when I got it stuffed to where I thought it was the right, a good size. I didn't overstuff it. I just stuffed it how much I felt like I needed. And so when I was done, then I tied the top and then turned it upside down and put it into the um the wasp nest, put it in with the top of the bag down in the bottom of the wasp nest, because that way if it got rained on, it would just slide off the bag and down to the bottom. It wouldn't go into, I don't want anything holding water. That was my goal. Okay. I just didn't want anything holding water. And so that was my thought process there. Now, if you're going to put it on your porch and it's going to be under, like, because you want to put it somewhere where the wasps are like, oh, wait, we see you. So you could put it like at the edge of your porch, or you could put it even like close to your door or something, wherever you think the wasps need to see it from, because obviously they're not going, oh, let's see, look, that, you know, what is that? What they do is they see this shape. They see this big solid shape in the shape of a wasp nest, and they go, nope, nope. Thank you very much. See you later. And so that's what I'm trying to do. But I will write this pattern out if you want. Seriously, let's see. I started with I think I started with 12 double crochets in the bottom and did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, maybe 7, and then increasing, just the normal increase of a circle. And then I just started going straight. And I did double crochet because like I said, I was too lazy. I wanted the big rows to come out fairly quick. I just, the other ones that I did, I think half double crochet so that they would be tight. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter because I'm stuffing it with a plastic bag and I'm going to hang it. So anyway, that time I did a double crochet to be fast. I did start and stop each row. So I did start and stop each row. I did not go in a continuous circle, but you could do that too. And that would be even faster because then you're not going to have to start and stop. I don't know why I started and stopped. I don't know why I did that, but maybe because that's the way I did the this, but I don't know. Anyway, so I'm almost done with this. And then, like I said, I wanted to do a double thickness pot holder. So I've got this yarn here, and this is Crafter's Secret from Hobby Lobby. And this is in the colorway Citrine Sheen. And I just really, really love this colorway. Look, it's got some green and some gold, some goldy yellow, and let me see what other colors. Green, it has a little bit of a gray and a cream. Anyway, this is Citrine Sheen. Let me show you this other side too, in case it's got a little different color on it. But anyway, I just really like this color. It's really very sedate. It's very sedate, and it has kind of like the green in it. So I wanted to make a couple of these. I have another one that is similar to this color. I wanted to make a couple of these. I don't have the double thick pot holders in my stash, right? So I'm wanting to do that. Yeah, I really like this color. Um, so Alice um, is working on 3Bs, a custom order. Are you making them, Alice, in yellow, or are you doing different colors? I've seen bees in different colors and they are adorable. I only made one bee, and that was in a bee color. And I think my granddaughter's got it. I don't think I have it anymore. Yeah. Okay, you're not wanting polyfill due to the water retention as well. I agree. That that's just really my thing right there. Okay, the pot holder pattern that I'm using. So I did a pot holder a while back, and basically all you do, and I can write a pattern out for this too, but I know that you probably have one, and I'm sure you've made it. But it's where you crochet. Okay, so you chain 30, and let me see. You chain 30, and then you um, you can single crochet. I think I'm going to half double crochet. I think I'm going to half double crochet because then it'll be thick, but it won't be as tedious as a single crochet, right? And then in the second chain from the hook, you half double crochet all the way down, and then you do at the last stitch, you do 2 half double crochets, and then you go down the other side of the chain, and then you just keep going in a continuous circle. So that you're actually, it's almost like you're making an envelope because you're just going around and around and around this. So obviously you start with 30, then it's going to be 20, 29. You can start with 31 and then it'll be a 30 wide, which I think might be even better because when you're using pot holders, you want them to make sure that they cover your fingers, right? So you might actually want to make it, Naomi's working on a wasp nest right now. Okay, so you're doing yellow bees. That's nice. That's nice. Good morning, Miguel. I hope that you're doing okay, my friend. Miguel is suffering with a migraine this morning, and so hugs to you, dear. And just lay there and listen, and just let my voice lull you to sleep if that can happen. Maybe that will help your headache. I'm so sorry you have a migraine. And Naomi's working on a wasp nest. That's good. Okay, thank you, Miguel. It's a magic pot holder. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a magic pot holder. Awesome. And you're welcome, Miguel. And so yeah, so that's how I'm doing it. And then once you get it, like, then you just keep like folding it in until it the until it meets. I'll have to show it to you. When I'm making it, I'll show it to you because you're doing this, but then you like fold the ends in, and once they meet, then all you have is one, and I just crochet it. You just have one crochet right up the middle, and then do a little loop, and you have your pot holder. So it's super easy. I don't use a pattern. There is a pattern out there, but you really don't need a pattern. I mean, you can pretty much do whatever stitch you want. My thought, if I'm doing a pot holder, is I want a stitch that's going to be sturdy enough so you don't burn your fingers. But since it's doubling anyway, and a half double crochet is pretty sturdy, I like to use the half double crochet because it just gives a little bit more height than a single crochet. It's a little bit faster. And oh, you made and sold them for years. Oh, you chained 42. Good to know, Miguel. Thank you. Thank you. Miguel chains 42. I couldn't remember how much I chained. But 42 sounds perfect because then you make sure that you have enough to cover your hand, your whole hand, when you're using the pot holder. And also make sure that you use cotton yarn, because cotton yarn is what is going to prevent the burn on your hands, but also you don't want to use acrylic because it could melt. Acrylic is essentially plastic. Even though it doesn't feel like plastic when it's yarn, it is essentially plastic. And if it's hot enough, whatever you're holding, it could melt into plastic. And you do not want to burn your fingers on that plastic. That would be just really horrible. So please, for your safety and for the safety of everyone around you, make sure that it's at the very least 85% cotton. I choose 100% cotton for those kind of projects just because of that reason. Um, it's mitered. Yeah, it's what you do when you fold it. When you fold it, it looks mitered, but actually you're just going around and around and around and around, and then you're folding it, and then it has that look. It's amazing. So it's so easy, so easy. Yeah. Okay. You do it in a double crochet. You single crochet it closed and then 8 for a loop. Yeah. I single crochet it closed, and then um I usually do like a 10 for the loop. Um but 8 or 10 or 20 or however much you want for that loop, go for it, right? Go for it. And oh, you do it in single crochet. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did it in single crochet too, Miguel. I did. But this one I'm going to do in half double. I'm going to try it out. But I think it'll look really pretty, and I'm just going to make a collection of those. My one daughter-in-law, my youngest son, his wife, um, she hasn't had the privilege of being a recipient of a lot of my crochet. And so I have her in mind with some of this. I know that she likes green, and this has green in it. So it's really hard to see the green, though. I really wish it would show up a little bit better. But um, anyway, so yeah, so I thought, well, I'll make some blue. My one daughter-in-law likes blues, and my other one likes greens, and so that makes it easy, right? And yeah. Thank you, Alice. Alice has the pattern written out if anybody wants one. Thank you. Oh wow, 1 year, Miguel's landlord ordered 10 sets for gifts for his family. They are amazing. They really are. And what a great gift to give someone, right? So that's what I'm thinking. I really would like to have some sets. And my thing is, when I go and buy um when I go and buy cotton yarn, I usually tend to buy like one of this and one of this and one of this and one of this, but I want to start making whole sets. Um and I want to because I would love to have the towel toppers in the same color as dish rags, as pot holders, as um, placemats, as um, um, mm, thing that you put a cup on. I'm sorry. It would be good with the towel topper as a set. It would. I agree, Alice. And so that's what I kind of want to do. Coasters. That's what I was trying to think of. Coasters. So I would love to just have a whole set of, like, for Christmas for one of my daughter-in-laws, just have a whole set of everything in that same color. For my other daughter-in-law, a whole set in her color, and for Christmas. And I would just really like that a lot. And then maybe even do a table runner in the same colorway. I could do that in a complementing colorway, like more of a solid. I can do these for these colors for the pot holders and the um, dish towels, and then I could do, a solid complementary color for, other things. Anyway, that's what my idea was. Um, so yeah, that was my idea. Now this Crafter's Secret cotton yarn, I just want to put it out there. It is a really good yarn. It's soft, but it's not too soft. I love this cotton yarn, which is right here, which is actually this one. I love this cotton yarn. Is a great cotton yarn, 100% cotton, but it's mercerized, so it's a little extra soft, right? And so I think it might be more affordable to buy cotton on the cones. I think it might be. Um, if I can find, and let me show you, Miguel, I do have some cotton on the cones. Are you ready? Okay, here I'm going up, 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 up. See those cottons up there? I do have some cottons, and I do have some pretty colors. So I could make, like my one daughter-in-law likes the blue, and I do have some blues up there. I also have some green. No, I don't have any greens up there. That's what I don't have. I have red, white, I have browns, and what is that one? Okay. Oops. That was my phone falling on the floor. Scared me. So that one has stacks of browns and stuff like that in it. So, it so I do, you know what? I do have the cotton that I could use for one daughter-in-law because it's it should I would hope that it would be enough. So here's the thing. I would do yeah, I would do the placemats in the solid and do a table runner in the solid and then everything else in the variegated. And I do have some variegated. And so like right, let me see, right here actually is variegated. And I think right behind there's another one. And then right here is the solid. And I think there might be another one right behind that. I'll have to check when I'm not sitting here because it's too hard for me to turn my back and look up. So anyway, that was just an idea that I had. How, are you all thinking about Christmas yet? I'm already thinking about Christmas. I don't know. I guess I'm just really excited because I just recently reconnected with like my youngest son and his wife, and I'm just so over the moon happy and thrilled. And I'm like, I want to make all the things, it like gave me some more energy to make all the things. And so yeah, so that's what I want to do. Anyway, hey Jay, good morning. Good morning. I'm so glad that you're here and you're not late. You're right on time for me to say good morning to you. And I'm glad that you're here. And so yeah, that's kind of where my thought process has gone. But it started with this, and it started with um, the double pot holder, the double thickness pot holder. Miguel, the chicks are doing really well. We did lose the one, but that happens. And so you know, I'm trying not to dwell on it. I feel like, deep down in my heart, I feel like it was my fault that I should have done something. But then my brain says, you did everything. You cared for that chick. You did whatever you could for that chick. And so, my brain is telling me just, it happens. And so I'm just toughening myself because, um, that's what happens when you have animals, when you have farm animals, you're going to lose some, you're going to get some new ones, and and all of this stuff, and so it's part of life, isn't it? So anyway, yeah. Naomi, Naomi is expecting a new grand. Oh, congratulations to you, Naomi. I know that you are just thrilled. Happy, happy, happy. Babies are so wonderful. Oh my gosh. I would love to have a new baby in my family. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So exciting. So congratulations, Naomi. What an exciting little bit of news. Yes, it does happen. Oh, yes, it happens to you right after you get attached. Yes. Yes. And they do grow fast. Guess what they're doing now? They're getting their wing feathers in and they're all trying to fly. And they're kind of doing a good job at it. So they are, let me see, when did we get them? Let me look at, oh, let me see if I can get my calendar. Oh, no. Let me pull it with my foot and see if I can get my, okay. Let me look at my calendar and I'll tell you how old they are. I can't believe that it's June. Can you believe that it's June already? I can't believe that. So we got them on May 23rd. So we're thinking that their birthday was my mom's birthday, May 22nd. So that's what I'm going to say. Their birthday is my mom's birthday. So let's see. One. So they're just a little over a week old. This Thursday, they'll be 2 weeks old. And they're already getting their little wing feathers and already flying and already acting like I'm the big chick, right? Oh, Naomi, I love the chicks too. Oh my gosh, and the chirping. The baby is due the latter part of January. Oh my goodness. I'm so thrilled for you. I'm so thrilled for you. We just recently found out that our nephew is going to have a baby. I think okay, let's see. Easter, 10 weeks. Let's see. 30 weeks from April 23rd, 2025. Okay. So, let me see. Weeks. Oh, I don't know. Let me see. Add weeks. Okay. From April 13th set, and let's do 40. Calculate. Okay, so it's January. It's in January as well. Our nephew is going to be having a baby in January of 2026, and he found out that it's going to be a girl. So, yeah. So I have a plan for a blanket, a baby blanket in my head. So we'll see. Oh. You're waiting for Tractor Supply to mark down their chicks? Yes. Okay. You did a video in there last week. Well, you know what, Miguel? We couldn't even find chicks here. Around here, they would have a shipment of chicks, and within a half hour, boom, they were gone. Like they were getting sold up like so fast. So that was the whole thing when we found the chicks at Rural King. My husband was like, come here, you've got to see these chicks. Um, and so I went ahead and got them because I knew, it might be another couple weeks before we ever caught them, because we don't go to Rural King very often. It's like 20 miles away. And so, yeah. So anyway, that's that. Um, So I have to plan a blanket for my nephew. And so, Naomi, have you thought about like a blanket pattern or anything for your new grandbaby? Um, I do have a book. Let me see. Is that it? No, that's not it. Okay. I have to focus really hard. I'm sorry. That took me a little bit to focus. I have a book by um, Creative Grandma, and mm, what is her name? Is her name Wanda Winkleman? It's her last name is Winkleman. I can't think of her first name. I think it's Wanda. Um, mm, I can't think of her first name. Anyway, she has a baby blanket book that she put out. Glenda, thank you. Thank you. I thought it had a duh on it, but I couldn't think. And Wanda Winkleman didn't sound right. Thank you, ladies. Glenda Winkleman and Creative Grandma. And she has a book that she put out from Annie's Attic or Annie's. And oh gosh, are you old enough to remember when it was Annie's Attic? Like the 1980s when it was Annie's Attic, and you could buy those like hardcover with a couple pieces of paper inside of just like a certain type of crochet, like bathroom crochet. I have one that's a bathroom crochet. It has all of the toilet seat covers, the tank covers, the toilet paper cover. It has all of that in that 80s ribbony. You were in the book club. Miguel, woohoo! That's awesome. I wish I had joined the book club. I really do, because I would love to have those. I have the ones that I bought, but yeah, I don't have any more. And I had at one time a macrame book that was one of those books, and it wasn't really even a book. It was more like a big piece of folder paper, right? Folded over, and it had a print on it. So it had like color print on it with, whatever was inside. And then it had like some paper stapled inside that had patterns. But I wish that I had still had my macrame. That was the best pattern book for macrame that I've ever seen. It had photos. It was easy to understand. Here I was like 11, 12, 13 years old. And I was just reading this book, had the macrame thing, and I was following the directions and getting it down. So, okay, you have her book as well. Naomi says, I'll be making a blanket, just don't know which one yet. Yeah, I know. So will you indulge me just one moment, because I want to show you. Okay, I want to show you. Let me see. It's not that. Let me do this. It's not universal. Oh, umami tweed. What? That is amazing. Classic acrylic Aran color pack. Okay, I saw Let me see. What was that called? Okay. I'm looking on the Hobie website and I'm getting sucked in. I'm getting sucked in. I'm gonna share this so that you can look at it with me. Share screen. Okay. Not gonna share that. Okay. So look at this one. I just want to show you this one. Oh my gosh. So the ribbon yarn is really nice. Look at this umami tweed. 560, 75% premium acrylic, 22% wool, 3% viscose. Oh my goodness. Look at this umami tweed. Oh my goodness. I am in love with these colors. Oh my goodness. Looky. Let's look at this one. Heather blue. Oh my goodness. Look at this heather blue. That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Okay, so what I was looking for actually was the, let's see. It was the XL, and I was looking at it last night. Oh, I bet I didn't save it. Nope, I didn't save it. Let me see if I still have it. Nope, I don't have it. Okay, oh, Amigo. That's what it was. Amigo. Okay, it was the regular Amigo. It's $1.95 per skein. And look at these colors. So it's $1.95 a skein. It's 50 grams in each skein, and it's about 109 yards in each skein. So you can figure 50 grams, 100 yards. Okay, it's 100 meters, 100 yards. Just count it like that. $1.95, great price. It's on regular $4.10, so you're saving $2.15. So I put it in my cart last night. The shipping was for me in the US was only $4.99. And that was with like, I don't know, it was like $30 worth of yarn. But if you go up to 50, and used to be 70, 75, remember? It used to be higher. But if I went up to 50, then it was free shipping. But look at these colors. So I want to show you these colors because I was thinking, how cool would this be to do with the light turquoise to do a baby blanket, right? In the Call the Midwife blanket and do one of the motif sections in this light turquoise, one in, now wait, I gotta find it. Oh, here we go. Neon green. Like I'm going for happy colors. This baby is in Florida, so this baby needs some happy, beachy, vibey colors, right? Neon green. And hold on. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. Neon pink. And lavender. So I have blue, green, pink, and lavender, and then do a white around the border. And so, you know, obviously they have a white as well. So I was thinking about doing that. And yeah, so I was thinking about, I need to get my Call the Midwife blanket out and just count how many motifs there were in that blanket because it really is the perfect size. So that's the size that I want. But that will determine how many colors because if it was only 5 motifs or 5 rows of motifs, then I would get another color. But if it was more than that, then what I would do is make 2 colors, or I would do like, let's say, lavender, and then go blue, pink, and then green in the middle, or something like that, right? I would either do it that way, or I would do lavender, neon pink, neon green, turquoise, light turquoise, lavender, neon pink, neon green, turquoise, and do it like double that way. Or I would go in from the outside. I would go from the outside in and end with one color. And then do the white border. I'm not sure, but what do you think about these colors? I am in love with these colors. In love with these colors. And so I was thinking if I got 4 of each, I'm thinking, so that's 400. Surely that's enough, right? 400 of 4 colors, that's 1,600 yards. Surely that's enough. Plus the white for the border. Surely that's enough for a baby blanket. I don't think a baby blanket would even take that much, but then I would have extra, yeah, of those colors, because I love those colors. And then, you know, I could even make a baby bonnet with one of the colors, like with the neon pink or the lavender, or a little, you know, maybe I could find a little bucket hat looking, you know, like a little beach hat for baby or something like that. What do you think? Anyway, thank you for indulging me in that. I appreciate it. So let's see. Let me take that out. And okay, let's see. Oh, the bathroom book. You have the things that are yellow, white, and green. That is so funny, Miguel, because, you know, like when I bought that, I didn't know how to read a pattern. This was in the 70s when it might have been the early 80s. Excuse me, when I bought that set, but yeah, I haven't made anything in that for a long, long time. Um, oh, nice. $4 a month? Yes. So you bought many books. That's nice. It has been really good to be on this live too. Yes. Okay, and the screen is hurting your eyes, Miguel. Please just lay down and relax. And we're over an hour right now, so I'm going to say goodbye, because I don't want to go over. I don't want to go over an hour. I don't want to hold you too long. It's not my thing, but boy, I have missed you so much. And I just want to say thank you for coming back. Thank you for listening. Thank you for indulging me with those colors. I love those colors. I hope that, you know, that you got some ideas from today, that maybe you got a little inspiration to make something. And thank you for encouraging me and inspiring me every single time we get together. So for now, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And much love to everybody. And I will see you next time.